Week 17 is underway.
And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
55, right there in the middle, 55.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage. Back at the 48-yard line.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
3rd and 9.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Elliott, the ball
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, You're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10.
29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
43-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jair Alexander on the return. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, he's going to rifle one deep. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they try the sweep to Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On
2nd and 12. Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Rodgers back.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
31-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 22. An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. 1st and goal. Now Jones. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers will drop this underneath for Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Makes the score.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2nd
and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Rodgers.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up second and
now a play fake. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Rodgers. That's caught at the 2. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josiah DeGuara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
10 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. Keeps himself upright. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Brings up third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left.
Adams, incomplete. Sets up fourth down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, Dallas.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
The 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the back.
Now Elliott. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A first down carry by Elliott. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. He's got daylight. The 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Big play! Big play!
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. It gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This is Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right at the 35. Negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
It's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions results in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger, there. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
And again, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
At the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time that maybe...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
It's sad they pay me.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Cowboys 9.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Complete to number 15.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy
under pressure, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play, and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. From the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Rams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and get...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jay Sternberger with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had